Hey, it's Allison here. I thought I would do just a bit of an update on my dad. My dad, Paul, was recently diagnosed with atypical Parkinsonism with rapid dementia. And I have decided just to put some videos out there to either connect with others that may be going through this, someone that they love is going through this, or just curiosity about this awful disease. It is terminal, and what it can do to a person, the effects it has on their family, their quality of life. Just main things too that I wanted to capture for myself so that I can remember these things. This is a really difficult time in my life to have gone from one day having a dad that I could, call on the phone and talk with. I could go over for a visit. We could, share food and drink and laughter and make memories. And it pretty much disappeared overnight. And my family didn't know what had happened or what was happening with my dad. So it's been about 2 months since he was diagnosed. And I say that because it's been such a long process, but I would say about 2 months that a neurologist first let my mom know what she suspected. It was leaning towards, she was pretty certain, and then the DAT scan that he had confirmed that his dopamine receptors are dying. They're dying. They've died, a lot of them. Anyhow, what I wanted to remember today and just share about my dad, who since October has been losing his ability to speak. He cannot take care of himself. He needs full around-the-clock care as far as, remembering to take his medications for, hydration, for eating. He can still walk, he can get up out of bed, he can get up and out of a chair. He is independent in those ways, which is so exciting. My dad had a very strong body, and I think we're really grateful for that. But just that example again, he doesn't really talk much, so just our last visit, I had told him that, whenever I say goodbye for that visit, it's really hard for me, that moment of just how is it going to be the next time I see him, or just kind of that fear of, is this the last visit I'll have with him in the home? Because things have changed so quickly over and over and over, so I just never know, is this my last visit? But just during that goodbye time, I was saying, hey Dad, there's a lot of people praying for you, and that I am always doing Reiki for you. And in that moment, he smiled, and I will cherish that moment forever, that memory with him. I have been doing just really easy, quick Reiki sessions with him in person, and then also from where I live, about 10 or so minutes away from him. But before he became the state that he's in now, when he could still talk a little bit more, after the rapid decline happened, I offered him Reiki, and we did more of a session, he was laying down, everything. He knew what was gonna happen. I've been practicing for years at this point, and he knows that it's really helped me, helps my wife, helps my fur babies. It's pretty much helped anyone I've ever done it for, to at least just bring some soothing energy, if anything. A lot of people usually end up falling asleep or taking a nap. So I remember in the session last year with him that after I was done, he shared that it was the most relaxed that he had felt in a long time. And I knew that he was open to the energy, that it was going to work with him. So I have been committed to helping him with Reiki. And I will always remember that smile, the way he lit up when I told him that I will be doing Reiki for him. Because I feel there's not much I could do for him. I can offer him my company. My last visit, for instance, a lot of it I was sitting with him in my parents' basement. They have a nice pretty much his man cave down there in a furnished basement of their house, with his TV and his comfortable, like big reclining chair. Not that he reclines in it anymore, because that's too much, but he loves to sit in it. And I was just hanging out with him, pretty much in silence unless I talk. There was a moment where we were watching the World Cup, and I was like, oh, I don't know what stadium this is. And I kind of guessed, like, maybe it's Atlanta. And Dad was able to say Seattle. And that was really cool for him to have that moment where he could just show me that he was present, he was paying attention. Also kind of really sucks knowing that he is so locked in and can so rarely ever get anything out. I'm just so frustrated for him. I know he's starting new medication this week, a few days ago, this past Wednesday. Can't tell you the name of it, but it's supposed to help with his memory. And my mom, she and me and a lot of my family, we use dark humor, but she's been conversing with this neurologist who already thought he's taken it, and they're like, well, he can restart it again, and let's see if he, does okay on it again. And she has been going back and forth, like, he's never taken this medication. Are you sure, like, he should start it? Like, he's on other medications to help with bipolar, things like high blood pressure. Like, he has a good amount of medications in him, and she just thinks he's already had success with this, that he's already taken it. So anyhow, it's supposed to help with his memory, so she has been observing my dad, and she cracks the joke, like, what, is it going to help him remember, like, why he got up? Because that's kind of where my dad is at most of these days. He will suddenly go from, like, sitting with us on the patio, and just, like, he'll sit there with this, like, totally blank stare, but I know he's listening. I can tell he's listening. He's very present with us in that way. It's just he's, like, so locked in that he is unable to speak, and then that'll kind of, like, flutter away, right? So he's very present with us, and then it's like his brain just goes zzz, and he'll just, like, get up and start to walk away, and my mom asks him, like, where are you going? And he's just like, I don't know. And she'll say, like, why did you get up? Like, I don't know. And I'm not gonna lie, he might be a little on edge with some of that. I have a very gentle approach with my dad, and my mom, I would say, a little more firm approach, but she is the one that's having to make sure that he is taking his medications, that he's keeping up with hygiene, with my brother's help as his caregiver with, those types of needs, with shaving, trying to just help take care of his skin, So I know my mom is, like, firm. She's like, I need you to eat. I need you to take these meds. Like, she is playing that role, and she's really good at it. She's really good at it. I'm really proud of her. I know how hard this is, and she also is dealing with her own things, her own list of, health things. So, but I'm just very gentle, and usually if my dad gets up, I'm like, hey, you going to lay down, or I'm gonna watch some TV? And he'll just say, yeah, like, I know where he's going. We know where he's going. It's not a mystery at this time, at least. He has started, when he gets up like that, he'll just go into his bedroom, and my mom did discover he was just kind of standing there. For months and months, he would go into his room and just lay down. But then he just started to kind of just stand. So she's noticing a bit more of just the standing thing. We're just all really grateful that he has good balance still. So that's not, a danger currently, as far as that goes. A few weeks back, another update, there was a moment where I witnessed him. I think he forgot how to swallow iced tea, to put it frankly. I was watching him closely because I had been told by my mom that she's noticed that there's been some more decline, so I was kind of, like, really, like, okay, what's going on here? What do I see? What happens during my visit? And he took the iced tea, and he just, like, kind of started chugging it back, and it was probably just a little bit too much liquid because he just, like, held a bunch of it in his mouth, and he didn't know, like, what to do with it. So I was just like, hey, you just want to, like, swallow again? And then he swallowed it, and then I could tell, like, it was just really painful. was not a smooth like swallow. And then it just seemed like he didn't know like what to do. Like a lot of us that don't have our brains dying, we know like, hey, just like kind of cough it out a bit, which he eventually did, but I could tell it was like he just forgot how to do that. So that's the memory piece. It's not like I'm gonna forget my daughter's name necessarily. Well, I know that could happen, but he always knows my name still, which is a huge blessing. I'm so grateful. But my dad's memory, it's like those things, like he is forgetting. He forgot in that moment how to swallow. He forgot how to like clear his throat, how to cough. He gets up and he forgot why he got up. He has no idea, like, why did you just get up out of the chair? He doesn't he doesn't know. He doesn't know. And maybe this medicine will help with things like that, you know, slow the progression of those memory lapses that are affecting, especially like motor things like swallowing. But we'll see. I know I also caught on, this is like a whole nother side of things. Because with this diagnosis, which is a terminal diagnosis, and you read about it and you know, like, okay, like you want a neurologist that is at least going to try like this medicine, like, cause like give it all you got, you know. But at the end of the day, there is rapid progression leading towards, you know, death eventually, or more quickly for some than others, which I do believe is what's going to happen with my dad. And I know my mom is giving her all to this, and I admire her so much, and I'm so grateful for her just fighting for my dad. And I think holding on to hope and maybe like slow down the progression just so that he can have a better quality of life while he is still alive before this illness, this disease takes him. And I think she is really counting on an upcoming appointment with a movement disorder specialist in July, another neurologist. I think she's really counting on that, like helping my dad a lot. And she is expressing that she wants to like take a trip in August and go see other family, go to like a family home that a lot of my dad's family has shared over the years. And it kind of like threw me off because my dad, like, he is become pretty much like skin and bones. I would say the weight loss since October, due to him just like really struggling with, you know, eating, and the way that this disease is affecting his body, I would put the weight loss at maybe 60 to 70 pounds in a matter of, let's say, 7 or 8 months, if that. And he's continuing to drop weight, which is now his muscles. I mean, you look at his calves, he had like the coolest calves for someone who did not exercise a whole lot. Like, he's a very athletic guy, like naturally gifted, but did not exercise a lot. Like, he loved to do different sports and different activities, but due to different things that he was dealt in his life, a lot of his time was spent, you know, sitting and watching TV, or just, yeah, being a little more sedentary. And so, but he had these awesome calves like all the time, and they've wasted away. I looked at them the other day and his calves are just atrophied like crazy. And I give him lots of hugs during every visit. I'm always like, oh, coming in for another hug. Like, I got some advice from my mother-in-law who lost her dad last year, just to make sure that I, like, you know, do the physical things a bit more and like really cherish those, like holding his hand or, you know, giving those hugs, getting those hugs from him. So when I hug him and I just am like, where are you? Where's my dad? Because there's nothing between his shoulder blades, like he is like caved in his back, and he just has like all the loose skin, and his arms now is just like all loose skin. And his face, like everything is just, yeah, like shrunken in. And it's intense. It's really intense because I know it's not sustainable. Like just physically, like a body can last a long time though. And I think that is why my dad has actually lasted as long as he has, is because yeah, he had some strong muscles, like his, you know, his calves, other muscle groups, like they were pretty strong under, you know, his as I used to call them, his blankets, his like layers of fat. Like he was pretty solid dude, and I think that helped give him more time after this disease like kicked into full speed and started like killing him this quickly. Okay, I don't know, y'all out there, anyone going through this, I thank you for your time just holding space for me to share this. I'm gonna do my best to keep making these, just many reasons. And yeah, I'm hoping that upcoming Father's Day, it's in a few days, I hope my dad is having what I would think is like a better day for him, because he certainly has like better days than others. So I hope it's another better day. I can't wait to give him, you know, some more Reiki and watch some more soccer with him, bring the dogs over, just enjoy their beautiful yard and just time with family. So yeah, I'm really grateful that I will be able to go over and spend Father's Day with my dad. And I just hope that you all feel some love and comfort and support, because I'm certainly sending it out there, and I appreciate all of you sending it to my family and sending that to my dad, Paul. And again, thank you, everyone.